everybody, welcome back. Comic review. I don't know, I'm enjoying the popping up thing. Comic review time where, I'm new to comics, I'm getting into comics, and I'm loving it, and I just want to talk to you guys about what I'm reading, kind of give you a review. I should probably get used to saying spoilers at the front of these, because I do kind of talk about the entire issues that I review, and show you, pages from it and everything. But again, like I said, I'm kind of new to comic collecting again, and, new to the whole comics thing, so it kind of helped me out. These videos should hopefully kind of improve as I do more and find what I think is working, what's not, and you guys let me know what you like and what you don't. But anyways, today we are here to review two issues, issue number 1 and issue number 2 of Invincible Iron Man, featuring RiRi Williams as Ironheart. So yes, this is the one where the girl becomes Iron Man and has the mantle basically passed on to her, sort of. I don't really know yet. So like I said, spoilers as we dive into this. So I really, really like this, and it's written by Brian Michael Bendis, which is a name I've heard. And I guess I know why, because the writing is really strong in this. He also writes Jessica Jones, which I'm excited to read and review for you guys. But we start off with a little flashback, talking about young RiRi being way too smart for school. She's a genius, and how the educator, the principal, is like, well, we will take care of her education, but you, the family, need to make sure she has social interactions so she doesn't withdraw into herself and become somebody kind of crazy like that. And then, it jumps all the way into the future, well, the present, I suppose, with her first Iron Man suit that she's built. And I think she's supposed to be like 18 or something. Like, she's pretty damn young. So we get a little introduction via vlog, which is kind of neat. They kind of do this at the start of both issues, so I dig that too. And she's fighting monsters in Cheyenne, Wyoming. A monster breaks out of like a library, I think, or something. And then more monsters are coming out, and turns out it's this character. I don't know that I caught her name, but this chick, apparently she's been around, and she's creating all these monsters. And, so RiRi is fighting, or going to fight them, going to try and fight them, perhaps. Yeah, and then the villain is like, this is why I came to Wyoming, so I'd get away from you super freaks and all that kind of stuff, so that's kind of neat. And then we get a flashback to Chicago 5 years ago, and what is it? We see her meeting her very first kind of childhood friend. Well, we assume it's kind of her first childhood friend. I want to say Natalie, but I'll correct myself if I'm wrong. But, you kind of get some nice flashback in there. The art in this book is really gorgeous, too. I really like the artwork in here. The colors and everything. So it's just really cool. And, the writing of the children feels really good, too. Like, I really believe that's how they met each other and how they became friends. So quite excited about that. And they geek out over the fact that, she's building this technology that Natalie is pretty interested in. So we cut back to the fight, and, Ironheart, or RiRi, she's not Ironheart yet. It hasn't really happened yet. But she's fighting all these monsters, and she's just starting to get a little tired from it and everything. But here's where we get to the part of the book that absolutely hooked me. We go to a flashback of 2 years ago at a park. And they're all hanging out, and Nat's talking about this boy she likes, and we find out, RiRi has a stepfather now, and, suddenly they hear pop, 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 and yeah, there's basically like kind of a little gang shooting, some kind of shooting going on, and bullets start flying all through the park, and it's pretty heartbreaking, man. Natalie and the stepfather both get shot, and it does not look good. Does not look good at all. So we cut back, and, we see RiRi fighting again back in modern time, and she kind of goes through her databanks, watching footage of past times when Avengers had fought this lady, and she figures out, she takes out the lady, the monsters disappear, but she has these pretty awesome like flying gauntlets. She can just kind of shoot her fists off, and of course they run around, they knock the chick out, and all the monsters disappear. Then all the cops, of course, all pull their guns on her because they don't know that she's a hero and all that. They try to shoot her, and she just kind of takes the one gun, and she's all like, really, basically, and then just flies away. Yeah, she crunches up the gun, just kind of making a point, like, what are you doing? Seriously? And she flies away and goes home to kind of work on it. It seems that her mom does know things, and she's talking about she really needs a good AI in her suit because it's just not working out. Suddenly, a mysterious package is delivered, and, well, it turns out that it is an AI for her, but it ain't just any AI. We're led to believe Tony Stark is dead. I don't know the history of that, but basically he's not dead anymore because he downloaded his conscience into an AI that is now going to be the AI in her suit. Tony Stark is her Jarvis, so that is pretty freaking cool, and I really, really enjoyed that. So that was issue number 1. And we jump into issue number 2, and I think issue number 3 is out and 4 is coming. I'm trying to figure that out. So again, we kind of have the vlog-like little setup, which is nice. And now Tony is training her by having her fight like all the Iron Man armors, which is pretty freaking cool, over the city, and like all these people can see it happening too, which is nuts. because a lot of them are like, what's going on? We flash back 2 years ago. Natalie's still alive. Now we're right before the picnic. And this is, again, when we find out she's talking about a boy that's there and how he's so damn fine and all that stuff. So fine makes her lose her mind. If only his name was Ricky. And, you know, they bash, the Iron Man armors knock RiRi down, but she catches herself just before the water. So her training's going pretty well. Tony is not going to go easy on her, which is good. You can see people running in terror because they think there's an actual fight going on. They have no idea this is just training. Then we flash back to the hospital after the shooting, and Dr. Obi-Wan, sorry, I just can't help it, but tell me that doesn't look like Ewan McGregor Obi-Wan, is basically delivering the really bad news, the heartbreaking news that the people have not made it. The father, and this is the second husband that the mom has lost in like 2 years. Yeah. Woo! Make sure not to sneeze in the book. And again, just some really gorgeous art going on. I really like that silhouette bit. And RiRi can't take it, so because they won't tell her about her friend. So she runs back there, and she kind of discovers the bad news for herself, that Nat is dead. Yeah. I mean, I'm telling you, it's like, this is what really hooked me into the book, is this history. So I'm anxious to get more of that history, and she freaks out as they take the body away. Now, we're back here, and she's running away from all the Iron Man armors, and the Tony AI keeps being like, you can't run, you can't always run, we'll just keep running after you and we'll catch you. Now we flash back to when they're talking to a police officer, trying to give details about the shooters and stuff, and she's seeing all the heroes behind her, and you know, she sees Iron Man, so I guess she's kind of getting inspired about using her intellect to save friends in the future, save people in the future. And then finally she reveals in modern time that she knows she can't run forever. She was only buying time to basically hack all of the Iron Man armors, hack all of Tony's armors without his AI knowing, and send them all kersplashing into the ocean. And then of course she accidentally power blasts and sends herself flying. She's like, whoops. So now we get this little prologue where some kind of interesting villain, which you guys might know who it is, but I don't, is getting set up, and they find out, oh, this Iron Man is alive, even if it's not Tony Stark. Whoever it is a problem, and Ninja Lady, go take care of it. So that's where we leave off in Invincible Iron Man #2. And I'm really digging this series. I put it on my subscription pull list, and hopefully I'll find the missing issue if there is one, and I'm going to have a really good time with this one. I just know. It's just expertly written, great art, awesome character, and I'm totally hooked on this character. And it'll be interesting to see if they do this in the movies down the line once Robert Downey Jr. is like, okay, look, I can show up on green screen to be a hologram on occasion, or I'll just jump in the ADR booth and do some dialogue as the AI, but I think that'd be kind of neat to see that happen, so I'm really digging it. All right, guys, hopefully you're digging it too. Let me know if you're reading this book, what you're thinking about it, what you're liking, what you're not, all that kind of stuff, and just geek out with me about it in the comments, because that's one of the things we like to do here. Other than that, you can click that thumbs up button, give me the thumb of encouragement, because I do love to be encouraged. And I'm gonna get out of here and review some more books, and I will see you guys later.